For this group video assignment, our group have decided to discover the processing behind the blue cheese. So in this video, you will see three main topics about blue cheese, which are the processing step in making blue cheese, the equipment used in the processing, and lastly, the quality analysis needed in the blue cheese. The processing of blue cheese started when the milk is pasteurized to kill any harmful bacteria. Then, the milk is homogenized, which it will break down the fat to give the cheese smooth texture. The milk is then pumped into 6,000 liter watts, which take 45 minutes to be full. Next, three essential bacteria is added. So the first is bacterial culture. Cultured bacteria convert the natural sugar in the milk into lactic acid and essentially to cheese. So to make the cheese blue, we need the second essential ingredient, which is mold. For this company, they use penicillin roquefort as the mold. So the final ingredient which are added is rennet. It is an enzyme that causes milk to curdle to the consistency of the yogurt. The mixture then will be left to set for less than 1 hour. When it's curdled, the milk will separate into curds and whey. As soon as the curd is cut, it will expel more whey and become firmer. So it takes 75 minutes of stirring until the curd is firm enough to be taken out from the tank. Traveling long enough of the long conveyor, the whey is removed, leaving out only the curd. So the curd is filled into a plastic container. After spending 48 hours in the salty bath, the cheese is firm and flavored. So all the cheese is taken out individually from the container and it is pressing. So pressing is penetrating the cheese with the stainless steel rod, which this will allow the oxygen to travel into the interior of the cheese. So the oxygen will encourage the mold to spread in the wings of the blue cheese. So all the best cheese are moved to the ripening room to give the time for the mold to spread in the cheese. The ripening room is kept at a cool 8 to 10 degrees Celsius and misted with water to keep humidity high. So 30 days later, the cheese is then matured enough to be packed. So the cheese is then packed and then left to age for another 30 days.
Equipment for blue cheese processing. There are 5 equipment needed for blue cheese processing: milk pasteurizer, cheese fats, curd mill, cheese molding machine, and blue cheese piercer machine. Firstly, milk pasteurizer. The equipment is used for the continuous heat treatment for pasteurization and thermization of milk. The plate pasteurizers transfer the heat from hot water to the milk through a plate heat exchanger system. Milk pasteurizer made from stainless steel support AISI 304. Next, cheese vats. There are 3 types of cheese vats, which are round, oblong, and double O. The cheese vat is used for coagulation and cooking. Cheese vat is made of either stainless steel or with stainless steel lining rectangular design. Cheese vats also have wave mixer blades and stainless steel vat access steps and platform with handrail. Then, curd mill. Curd mill is a hand-operated mill used for cuts the curd into small pieces of uniform size and should do it without crushing or squeezing the milk fat from the curd. Curd mill have 2 removable stainless steel milling rotors, fixed stainless steel comb. Curd mill also have polyethylene gearing is driven by a stainless steel operating handle and have stainless steel hinge feed hopper. After that, cheese molding machine. Cheese molding machine is a machine used to mold cheese coming out of the cheese stretching machine or steam cooking and stretching machine at a fixed weight. Cheese molding machine is made of AISI 304 quality stainless steel. Surfaces of the machine that are in contact with the product and cutting blades are covered with high quality Teflon, and other surfaces are sandblasted with high quality. Lastly, blue cheese piercer machine. Blue cheese piercer machine is for the piercing the blue vein cheese. Piercing creates an aeration process in the pit, allowing the development of the existing blue mold. Blue cheese piercer machine is made entirely of stainless steel. It locates the positioning of the cheese, whether in centering and height. Blue cheese piercer machine have 54 needles, which is 4 mm in diameter.
Food quality analysis is the discipline dealing with the development, application, and study of analytical procedures for characterizing the properties of the food and their components. Basically, to meet the consumer needs and to extend the shelf life of the product, in this case blue cheese, food quality analysis is required to monitor and manage quality parameters across the processing of making them. One of the most important quality analysis of blue cheese is water activity. Water activity includes the growth, metabolic activity, resistance, and survival environment of the microorganisms. Some microorganisms can survive in high water activity and some doesn't. As the blue cheese have live microbes in them, it is vital to make sure that along the production of the blue cheese, these microbes can stay alive and to know the water activity of the blue cheese in which the various groups of the microorganisms can multiply or form toxins. For an example, with the presence of salt, moisture will loss, and the progressive breakdown of proteins to soluble low molecular weight components will influence the decreasing in water activity in ripened cheese. During the ripening of blue cheese, 20 to 30% of the protein is broken down. For water activity, the microbes that lives in the blue cheese will grow in salt-supplemented laboratory media with water activities values range from 0.99 to 0.92, as these microbes can definitely grow at sodium chloride levels encountered during the cheese production. The next one is texture profile analysis was successful in evaluating and predicting cheese sensory qualities. The texture profile analysis showed that the highest values of the parameters of hardness, fracturability, gumminess, and chewiness were attained during the first 2 weeks of ripening and subsequently decreasing until the end of the ripening process. For cheese consumption, appropriate adhesiveness was good for taste and flavor releasing. However, excess high adhesiveness would cause the problems of cheese package sticking and cheese adhesive to the moderate defect. Electronic nose system can distinguish cheese quality from producer to producer and farm to farm in most cases, as well as to determine the maturity stage of the blue cheese. To objectively describe cheese fragrance patterns at different stages of ripening, electronic nose technology was used directly to cheese samples. In-nose technology was easily adapted in monitoring the smell changes occurring with the maturity of the blue cheese. Other analyses that can also define the quality of the blue cheese are moisture content, pH, color analysis, sensory analysis, and cut surface evaluation.
Son and life are gonna go far if you do it right, but love where you are. Just know wherever you go, you can always come home. 240,000 miles from the moon, we've come a long way to belong here, to share this view of the night, the glorious night. Over the horizon is another bright sky. Oh my, how beautiful. Oh my, irrefutable Father, necessary part. Just know you can